Okay. We'll have a moment of silent meditation and pledge to the flag. Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I'd like to call today's meeting of the Monongalia County Commission to order. Let the record reflect that Commissioners Bloom and myself are present. First item on the agenda is consent and approval with our County Administrator, Renetta McClure. Renetta?
Good morning.
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 So, of course, we didn't have a meeting last week, so the July 14th vouchers were approved. Commissioner Arnett came in and he reviewed the vouchers and signed off on them so that accounting can get those paid. So I'll read each fund total,
Okay.
just like normal. So we have General County, $392,476.54, 911, $2,794.19, Chestnut Ridge Park, $6,430.17, Camp Muffley, $27,410.38, Mason-Dixon Park, $2,216.07, Recreation Levy, $1,900, reallocated coal, $32.36, assessed valuation, $8,631.20, payroll, $1,503,806.29. Purchasing card vouchers, General County Fund, $94,194.91. 911, $7,452.54. Chestnut Ridge Park, $254. Camp Muffley, $1,002.05. Mason-Dixon Park, $43.97. Assessor's valuation, $1,514. For a voucher total for last week of $2,050,158.67. And then we have for the approval today. Okay, we have 40 exonerations for $20,618.09, 4 requests to create statements for $221.18, minutes for July 7th, 2021, then General County vouchers $98,625.53, Magistrate Court $259.20, 911 $10,125, Chestnut Ridge Park $2,222.68, Camp Muffley, $2,268.35, Mason-Dixon Park, $932.21, Transportation Levy, $14,131.51, Fire Levy, $87,519.02, Recreation Levy, $95,675.82, Library Levy, $3,468.02, Reallocated Coal, $7,300, Assessor's Valuation, $12,012.18.70, Payroll, $178,782.61, Purchasing card vouchers, General County, $7,992.60, 911, $3,041.21, home confinement, $8,160.40. For a voucher total for this week, $532,722.86. Then we have an in-house budget revision for the prosecuting attorney's office, and this would be for their fiscal year 21 budget.
Move for approval.
Well,
I'm sorry.
We have position vacancies for boards and authorities listed on our website. And then we have fiduciary orders for July 21st, 2021, a second quarter file status report for fiduciary commissioners George Armistead, Ryan Umina, and Beth LeBeau.
Do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Okay, we have a first and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any separate fiduciary items?
I just have something of note, not necessarily an item that you all need to do anything with. We had received some correspondence from a Mr. Arlie Campbell, and he was writing in reference to the estate of Joseph Hutzel, and he was writing on behalf of one of the heirs. I'm not sure what the relationship, why he was involved in that. I checked with fiduciary department, and they have no record of an estate being opened. So I was asking Mr. Megro if the commission had any action item, and he stated no, that you can't force anybody to open an estate or open fiduciary or probate. So he is going to respond on behalf of the commission.
Okay.
Thank you.
All All right, introduction of new employees, personnel changes. I see none on the agenda. We have none.
Not that I know of.
Okay. Comments from the public. Now I'll open the comments from the public session of the meeting. Anybody from the public that wish to come forward and be heard, please raise their hand. Seeing none, we'll close comments from the public. Sheriff Perry Palmer, 2021 tax tickets.
All right.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Just wanted to give you all a brief update on the tax tickets. The tax office mailed out 97,000 tax tickets last week. They're red this year. We've also decided to go with the new credit card processing company, which is the name of the company is Certified Payments. And the reason for that is new lower convenience rate, so this should make the taxpayers happy. The rate went from 2.5 down to 2.25. The minimum fee is now $1.50, and it used to be $2. And the same flat rate applies to Visa and debit at $3.95.
Good.
And some other changes that prompted our switching companies was that taxpayers can now print a receipt directly.
Oh, good.
As soon as they finish paying, there's an actual button that you can push and I don't know how, I only printed out one, but it's an actual receipt. It's not just a credit card payment receipt, it's an actual tax receipt. And it'll have the watermark and all of that on that will be accepted by DMV. And we've also added an additional terminal in the office because we don't take the credit cards at the windows. We have a credit card station, and now we have an additional terminal there because we're finding that more and more people are using it, and we were kind of getting a line. So,
Okay, good.
so we were able to add an
I
additional.
really want to thank you for adding the receipt. That has probably been a lot of questions.
Yes.
And people are concerned, well, how do I prove it? Thank you.
Yes.
That will really be an addition.
That was actually the biggest selling point
Yeah.
with this new company is that their software
Yeah.
was able to do that. So
Great.
we're happy for that.
Well, thank you very much. The tax tickets went out on the 16th.
Yes.
Okay, and thank you for your work in helping us, you and Colleen's work in coordinating and putting the flyers in
Yes.
there regarding the survey for the broadband. So hopefully we'll have 20 or 97,000 people will be reminded to take the survey as soon as they get their tax ticket. So hopefully that'll promote the survey. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, next item on the agenda, Colleen Kuhn grants. Good morning.
Good morning. So due to the request for reimbursements being due yesterday, I signed the VOCA grant, which is in the amount of $10,614.64. The SEEP grant, which was for $2,291.29. I'm losing all my papers. The Governor's Highway Safety in the amount of $4,259.50. And then impaired driving in the amount of $3,020.98. So because they were due yesterday, I had to sign them.
Move for approval for the president to sign.
Motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Correspondence. Minute.
So the first item is, we received notice of election to authorize additional levies for the Monongalia County Board of Education. I checked with the auditor's office, and they confirmed that the commission doesn't have any action item, as long as the Board of Education has made arrangements with the clerk.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
So that would be,
It's in September, isn't it?
September 25th or 6th, whatever that
Yeah.
Saturday is.
Okay,
I believe it's a Saturday.
yeah. It's not on the front page of this, so,
25th.
25th?
Yes,
Okay.
25th.
Then we have a note of thanks from the Mid-Ohio Valley Regional Council. They support the senior center, or senior citizens. They serve a few of our residents, so the commission granted them $500 for transportation costs. And they just wanted to thank the commission for their support. We've got an email thanking the county commission in regards to the financial support for the city of Morgantown's 4th of July celebration of America. My understanding, it was a great event. I didn't actually participate, but I heard they had a good turnout. And then we've got a thank you letter received from Visiting Homemaker Service regarding grant funding provided by the commission.
Okay. Any additional correspondence, Commissioner Bloom?
No.
Okay, I don't have any either. Okay, next item on the agenda is unfinished business, and we have none.
Yep.
Okay, new business. Consideration to approve proposals from Schindler Elevator Corporation for annual preventative maintenance contracts with respect to the elevator equipment located at the Monongalia County Justice Center and Monongalia County Extension Services and 4-H Center. I understand that our facilities director asked us to hold off on this as he's still researching other opportunities. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So you want to go ahead and, I wouldn't say table,
No,
because I don't.
move to postpone.
Yeah, move to
Move
postpone.
postpone this item.
Okay, we have a first and second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. To consider approval of a confidentiality agreement with Northeast Natural Energy LLC. Have a motion to approve?
So moved.
And I have a second. Any discussion? I just want to clarify that this is due to the work with the broadband committee, and our broadband team has been conversations with Northeast Natural Energy, and I suggested that we enter into this agreement just to protect possible sensitive or proprietary data that we may be sharing. So it's just a suggestion to secure their interests. So we have a first and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Consideration to approve an appointment to the Monongalia County Abandoned and Dilapidated Property Enforcement Agency.
We've been advertising for a while. We have actually a few vacancies on that board. Lynn Castro from Westover has applied, and I just need to know the commission's wishes.
Move to support Lynn Castro for the position.
Okay, I'll second. Any discussion? Okay, we have a first and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Consideration of requisition number 55 for the University Town Center Economic Opportunity Development District subaccount.
The requisition is for $771,912.09, and this is for collections in the month of June.
Okay, we have a motion to approve.
So moved.
And I'll second. That 771,912.09, of course, is after the $100,000 statutory lien and the tax admin fee. And those numbers are still trending very favorable. So I'm glad to see that these numbers continue. So we have a first and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Consideration of intergovernmental agreements for dog warden services between the county commission and the municipalities for the period of July 1, 2021 through June 30th, 2022.
So moved.
We have a motion to approve and a second. Any discussion? Okay,
No.
first and second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. For discussion and consideration to approve a joint meeting with the municipalities regarding broadband. Do we have a motion?
Yeah, move that we approve a joint meeting with the municipalities in the next 4 weeks with discussion.
Okay, and I'll second that. And
good.
for discussion.
Why don't you go first and then I'll...
Yeah, and to clarify, I think we're basically looking at, this is kind of almost like our community leaders forum, because I think we don't want to exclude the Board of Education, because the Board of Education has assets all the way through the county, and we're certainly interested in them being part of this conversation. So I think we...
Move to amend the Board of Education.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think we just follow our community format, our
Okay.
community leaders format. And the other part of that too is we may want to, again, this might be another thing that we ask the partnership to kind of help moderate or bring together. But anyhow, we'll talk. We can. The concept of the meeting is just what we wanted to make sure that we approved and put forward. But we could talk about the details, timing, and all that as we move forward. Basically, we want to be able to answer any questions municipalities may have about the project scope and the schedule of the comprehensive, strategic comprehensive plan, broadband plan that we're working on. And one of the things that kind of, we were planning a couple stakeholder meetings in September, but this is a more narrowed discussion specifically with municipalities so that they're aware of what we're doing. We've been planning countywide. We've been planning an inclusive, our study is inclusive, but we want to make sure that the municipalities know where we're at. So as decisions come up to them regarding how they want to proceed with providing their citizens with connectivity, that they'll weigh what we're doing to further that into their decisions and not make decisions that are might be premature. For instance, the concept of a middle mile. I mean, what we're attempting to do with our whole comprehensive plan is to be able to provide the infrastructure, the middle mile for connectivity throughout the county. So it would behoove municipalities and ISPs to understand that, and they can utilize that infrastructure going forward rather than entering into separate agreements where we have these different entities providing the same infrastructure. The other part is we need partners. We need partners in our comprehensive strategic plan, and that's always been a step of the whole process, is to bring everybody else in once we have a plan, and how do we, the actionable plans that we'll have, how do we move forward with those? Even now, the municipalities could be partner in promoting the survey to make sure that their areas are fully well covered, because we're doing this whole survey. They ought to take advantage of it so that we can get a good accounting of where we're at across the whole county inside these municipalities too. So that's also something that we really want to further and have a conversation about. And stakeholders deciding, we've been doing this whole county-wide look at all these assets that we could possibly utilize to connect the county, and it includes assets that are in these municipalities. So again, we just need to have a comprehensive conversation with them so they really have an understanding of what we're doing, so they can make informed decisions going forward for their municipalities. So having said that,
No, that's exactly what precipitated this meeting was Star City was contacted by a broadband company, and the concern I think the commission had was we wanted to make sure everyone was working together. I've since learned that several other companies have suddenly appeared down there, and all of a sudden we're getting all these companies that are offering services that, one, they didn't even have the right to be in Star City. So a couple other cities said that these other companies are showing up. What we wanted to do was explain what our plan is and have their input, so that Star City could have input of how they were going to do their city. Morgantown would too. And the reason why last night City of Morgantown is going to be having some meetings about how they're going to use their ARP funds. So it would be important, if ARP funds would be used by the City of Morgantown on this area, we all work together. So that's why it was really important. I think it's key that we meet. I also want to make it very clear that it's important that we have the city council members. I think sometimes when you just have the administration, they don't give all the information to the city council members. So it's real important that the city council members are also involved, and we would also have some other general issues that may be important to discuss among all of us. But that's why I left it open as just having a joint meeting. But the first priority would be explanation of broadband and how we can work together. And I agree with you 100%.
yeah, and just to clarify, the county it's
Yeah.
not our plan to be
No.
an ISP, but we're trying to bring infrastructure to the county so that these ISPs can provide service to these entities. So there is a process where these ISPs can provide
Yes.
new service to areas that currently aren't provided. We just want to comprehensively plan that infrastructure first. So we're not trying to tell these municipalities what they should
Right.
do. We just want them to be aware of all the facts so that they can make informed decisions. So. Okay. So we have a first and second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. That motion passes. Do we have any other new business?
We do, and I don't know how I missed this, but the Main Street Morgantown had submitted a couple applications for use of Courthouse Square. One event is actually for this coming Saturday. It's called Over the Edge with Libera. It would be from noon to 9 p.m. The other one can wait. I'll put it on the agenda next week for approval, but I do need approval on this one. I checked the schedule and there's nothing else reserved, so.
So moved.
And I will second that. Any discussion? Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Thank you. And the other one you'll put on next week's agenda.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Reports from elected officials and/or department supervisors? Patrick?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Just wanted to give just a quick update on our satellites and just on our online filing and stuff as well.
Hey, Patrick, for the public's sake, you don't
Yeah,
talk
just-
very much. Would you tell the
Okay.
public who you are and
Yeah,
who you represent?
Yeah, I'm not Mark Music. I'm Patrick Tinney. I'm the Chief Deputy for the Assessor's Office.
Thank you.
So far this year, our online filing has done really well. We've got almost 5,000 people who've already used that to file their personal property returns. We're still getting stuff in the mail every day. Just want to remind the public that if you haven't got your personal property returns in the mail, please call our office and we'll make arrangements to get one to you if you haven't received it. We do have several satellites coming up over the next week for folks who may want to turn stuff in person, pick up their dog tags to where they don't have to come all the way downtown to the courthouse. Today we've got staff out in front at Mon General from 11 to 4. Tomorrow we'll have folks over at CMA Church on Patterson Drive from 10 to 4. And then Saturday we have several locations around the county. We'll be at the Westover Senior Center Pavilion, the Cheat Lake Fire Hall, the Cheat Lake Library. We'll be at Morgantown Mall and Mason-Dixon Park. We'll have staff there from 9 to 12. And everything's outside, so folks can pull up several of the locations or even possible to drive through, so you don't even have to get out of your car. We'll come right to your car and help you. At Morgantown Mall, we're very lucky to have Mecca was kind enough to lend us their mobile command post, so they'll have staff come out and set that up. So we'll be pretty easy to spot on Saturday in the mall parking lot. Just look for the big mobile command post out there. And then our last satellite of the year is going to be at the Mountaineer Mall on July 27th. And we'll be over on the back side of the mall outside of the Senior Mons location. And that'll be 10 to 4. And once again, we'll be real easy to spot there because the kindness of Mecca, they've are going to allow us to use their mobile command bus again that day as well. So thank you all so much.
Thanks, Patrick.
Thank you.
Do you have anyone else? Okay, reports from county commissioners. Tom?
Yeah, just a short report. I had limited meetings because I personally want to thank the Regional Eye Associates and Surgical Eye Care under the direction of Dr. Powell. I'm amazed what they can do with laser surgery. They redid my lens and took out my cataracts, and I can now see the faces of the people who are saying I'm number one and telling me how nice I am. So I really appreciate that. I could not see your faces, really. Second, as I said, I did meet with several Star City officials to talk about the broadband, and that's worked out really well. That's why they held off last night at the meeting in making any decisions until they met with us. Met with individuals from Milan Park, and we're working on a community program and with the county commission, and we'll announce that at a later date once we get more clarification. And finally, August 7th, the Back to School Bash will be happening at the Mountaineer Mall. And if you want to volunteer, we can use plenty of volunteers. It's 6 hours. We're expecting 1,500 students, and hopefully it'll be very successful and the weather will hold off. It'll be outside.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you.
my report is also somewhat shortened because I was on vacation last week, but I was still working while I was on vacation. I had a number of broadband calls all through the week, last week. And Friday, when I got back, we also had staff reports. This week, I had my monthly breakfast with Joe Statler and Ron Lytle to keep abreast on things that are going on at the legislature and with the Board of Education. After that, Renetta and I had our venue manager orientation with our new venue manager that was coming on staff. So, really looking forward to some of the things that Rachel will be doing. Yesterday, I had my Juma meeting in the morning, our monthly meeting, and then in the afternoon, I participated in the Aquatic Track Center conversation regarding specifically the track, how this season went, good and bad, plans for next year. And it was I wasn't able to go, so I called in, but it was a good discussion, very positive. There's a lot of, working through a lot of the issues with schedule and that, but also planning of a lot of future improvements, that recommendations that the management staff at the Aquatic Center will be bringing to the Juma to approve. Today, it's a regular day, but this afternoon I have our monthly MAP Board of Directors meeting. Tomorrow I have a broadband survey sub-team meeting, red team meeting, and then in the afternoon in the evening I have an appointment with a citizen out on Collins Ferry that has a dilapidated property discussion concern. Tomorrow I have broadband calls at 9 and 2. And then next week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I'll be at the County Commissioners Association summer meeting and yearly required auditors training. So, but I will still have a few other meetings that I'll be attending from there. So, having said that, I don't have anything else.
You have anything else before I move to adjourn?
Second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We're
We'll be
adjourned.
gone.